and every symbol had like a single sound back in the days. Then, with passing on the time, they keep developing the whole language till it became a very, very strong, wealthy, rich language, and every symbol had been added. Will be easy because should be in a cartouche. The cartouche is the oval shape ended by the horizontal line, like that. Can you see it?
Uh-huh.
And when we start to read it, you will find like two circles, two half of circles. Can you see them?
Yeah.
The first one had been pronounced like the letter T, so we can read it from right to left, from left to right, from up to down, from down to up, and it depends on the direction of the creature that they use it when they write down. So they have the supervisor for all of the storage of the royal house. That's why he was one of the most wealthy ever at that time. The style behind me is the mastaba that I had mentioned before. And have been pressed together, tied up by palm trees fronds, and they're showing like a lot of species of creatures that they have sitting down in the Nile under them, like so many species of fish, the hippopotamuses, the crocodiles, even the frogs, they didn't really skip it. Even a butterfly, it was just flying around, they didn't really skip it. So they show you the rowing tools that they use it as well. So it was like, so most of the words have been picked up because it's symbolizing something. Like this was the ink container that they used back in the days. So whenever you find the ink container and next to that like some of the other symbols, you mean that they refer a royal scribe, right? A high priest, a minister, and the supervisor for all of the royal storage. That's his job description. It's a Korean man was here one day. Actually, this is a word, and it had been pronounced as hebu, and it means upon.
Upon.
Upon. So many letters.
Yeah.
And in front of him. They show you how mercy they were. This is like a baby poured through it inside the mouth of the pork. Here they're talking about a group of the sailors trying to help the baby bamboo, but she was anxious. She was worried. She looking at the back for the mother, and the mother was anxious too, because there is another baby in the back, holding by the shoulder. You will never find such a details like that in a king tomb. King's tomb's talking about the other world.
Alles gut. Ja.
So we are all fighting over here. And those kind of buckets we still have until nowadays actually.
Yeah.
To let making some of the wild animals domestic. Like, look at that. They were fattening a hyena. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So they were fattening it like we do with the ducks and the goose. he was recording like how many hyenas we have, how many ducks and goats, yeah, whatever.
Up there.
And here they were fattening the ducks like they do until now in the countryside of Egypt. Can you see that? So he's just fattening the duck. And here they're showing the most intelligent animal ever have been seen. Baboon have been used like we're using the German shepherds now. Look at that. A baby cow trying to get some of the grasses in the hand of the farmer when he's walking next to it. And another one over here. And I think they got to show the face feature when it's very happy and smiling. Just go. Brain, lungs, intestines, liver. Pouring water under the sledge just to make the floor slippery to be easy to slide up. So they were huge jars actually, and if you come to the side, look at the top, which have these 7 sacred oils. Sacred oils like the lotus oil.
Which ones?
Lotus oil, papyrus oil, and the other 5. We got like a few names of them. One of them was like the
And where are these?
stolen, of course.
What stolen?
The jars.
Where did they get the color from?
The soil.
Oh.
Auch noch die Saqqara-Pyramide. Da auch.
That's why the soil wasn't really a high intensity like he expected, and it started to sink over in the sand with all of the heavy weight. That's why he stopped. And he mentioned that it would go much higher than this, but the intensity of the soil didn't really help him too much. And by the way, after he finished this pyramid, it was totally covered by a flat white outer case. travel through the 42 provinces and let the mummy confess in front of the deity before they take him to the other world through his tomb. And that was really hard. A kind of
Was die gebaut haben, kann man nicht fassen. Weißt du, wenn du das im Film siehst, dann bist du nicht bewusst davon, wie das wirklich ist.
They were living and working here, not just working, because it was an option for all of those workers. They had been adapted by the temples when they were kids, like 5 years old. And then no one is allowed to go out, and all of the goods that they needed had by the tomb, by the temple, like the funeral temple. Then we can see the tomb of the king himself, which is the step pyramid, and we can see a remains of a temple by the right. We're going to see it. We call it the Heb Sid Temple.
Viel stärker, ne?
We return back for a while. The duration of this celebration to share them. We think that when the priest came over here and burning some of the incense, the statue of the king would smell it and return back to life for a while. But how come? This chamber should be like very deep under the pyramid, like by the bottom.
This is Safari Jones. Sorry, Indian Jones. Whatever Jones.